Hey guys, welcome back. I haven't done a TV recap in ages, and I'm doing one now. It's Percy Jackson, the Olympians, the pilot, episode one. Whether or not I'll continue to do the whole season will depend on whether or not anybody watches this, first of all, but I wanted to talk about the audio description. It does have audio description on Disney Plus. I do believe I had somebody who sat through all the way to the end and found out it was made by Diffuse. Um, they're not one of the teams that I necessarily hear and go, "Oh, great, good job, I'm excited." Um, but I had already had some thoughts before I even saw his post, which was basically, uh, audio description is awful. I'm not watching this series. I hate you, Disney Plus. And I was like, that's a little bit much. I definitely have some thoughts though on the audio description. So let's talk about it. First of all, Percy Jackson, the Olympians as a series, if I were to review the pilot just quickly, I you have a series. They granted you life as a TV series. You didn't need to rush it that much. This is a 30-minute episode, and you're moving as quickly as the movie did. So I don't know why we couldn't take longer to establish Percy as a character with his mother at his school. He is so underdeveloped at his school. Like, his school is so an afterthought at the beginning. I would have much rather seen somebody break that mold and say, there's a movie out there that people saw. There is a book series that people can read. Now, what are we trying to say about Percy Jackson? You can still keep close to the books while also offering your audience something different that they haven't seen before. Felt like I'd seen this before. Felt like we were in the same place before. There's even a musical called The Lightning Thief. So there are many ways for you to watch this story, and they all kind of start the same way, and they do it with the same amount of speed. Gotta get Percy to where he gets attacked, and the sword, and gotta get him off to camp. He's at camp by the end of episode one, which is 30 minutes. This is they're running this, even though it's not a comedy. It has the same length of time as a streaming comedy would. I think it was like 33 minutes. It's like slightly over 30. So this is not a long drama. I guess they feel like they can't hold the attention span of their target audience for very long. Um, I do like the actor playing Percy. I have no idea what he looks like. I feel like this series gave me like a little like tiny said some passing thing about what he looked like and did not really describe it. He's Percy Jackson. Series is about him. I want to know. I want to know how, like, what size is, like, how is he shorter or taller than Grover? Is he, how skinny is he? Is he fat? Is he, what's his hair look like? What do we got going on with the hair? You know what I'm saying? Like, bring Percy to life. Because Percy Jackson is a character much like Harry Potter who got brought to life throughout a book series. And in the beginning, when you're trying to kick a series off like this, it makes all the sense in the world to try to find all of the ways that you can possibly describe Percy, down to, does he bite his nails? Like, how there is no short of description that you could describe this kid. I should be able to go to a police officer and describe this kid and say he mugged me, from the audio description, because it's an iconic character. Disney is either targeting people who watch the film and are curious to see who is playing this role, who did not play Logan Lerman. They're getting people who read the books and want to know what the kid looks like, because blind people can read books. Anyway, so all the blind kids out there who are looking to see what this Percy Jackson looks like. Does he look like he's supposed to in the book, or did they go for something radically different? Because non-traditional casting is awesome. What did they go for? What did they do? I have no idea. I really have no idea what Grover looks like. I these characters are so underdescribed, it's pathetic. But yet we had to make sure that we knew that that fucking thing was wearing underwear. I'm sorry. that mythological beast, I can't forget what it's called, was wearing briefs. And I know it's a gag because Percy points out, I think it's like a minotaur that chases them, and it's wearing briefs. And I'm like, why is it wearing briefs? Why is it wearing briefs? Like, I'm just picturing, a minotaur running around without any clothes on, but it's wearing underwear. And the funny thing is, at this point, we're already explaining this mist, this veil, right, that hides mythological things like him from the real world. So he's hiding his junk from Percy, from other mythological creatures. He took the time as a mythological beast to put on a pair of underwear. Is the most ridiculous thing. I don't know if that's in the book, if they make a joke about it in the book. It is a kid's series. But it took me so out of this that they pointed it out. Um, there's so many other ways that you could have him clothed and not worry about either making him look like a Ken doll or you could just shoot the scene. I mean, there's so many other ways. That took me so far out of the project where I was just like, this is ridiculous. Because everything up until that point was really serious. Um, I'll argue even that I liked how they did the crappy live-in boyfriend better than they did it in the movie. I was waiting for the explanation as to why she was living with him, but she doesn't even give that. They act like it's a normal relationship. They make him a little less of an abusive asshole and more just like he's kind of like a lazy whiner. Uh, and I liked that version of him better. He was more entertaining for the 5 seconds he was on screen. Uh, I don't have any idea what he looks like, but I can say that about most of the characters in this thing. Even when Percy gets attacked, he gets attacked by some like vague thing in a haze, and the wings start to come out, and it's like, I'm like, is this the best we can do with description? It feels very underdescribed. It feels very sad. Um, it feels like, I don't know, it feels like somebody was trying to do the least amount possible, which on some series would be fine because there's not much to describe. It's people, I mean, there are series where you have people who just kind of sit in an apartment the whole time, friends, and they just hang out, and you don't have much to describe because they're all in the same apartment for the majority of the show. It's the same 6 people for the majority of the show. This isn't one of those shows. This is a fantasy-based show. It has a lot of magic and visual effects. It has characters that have no place in the real world, so we need them to be described. And it has iconic characters in it that have, I will say iconic, I'm sorry, but if you started off in a book series that went to make 2 films and then went into a stage musical and then Disney Plus decided to make a TV series out of it, you fucking describe Percy Jackson, okay? Like in full detail, not just like a little brown-haired boy, but Percy Jackson. Oh, great, he's got brown hair. And like, describe the damn characters. God damn it. This audio description. So I don't want to just completely cast it aside and be like, well, it's Diffuse and Disney Plus and blah. I don't know what's going on at Diffuse. I don't know their life. Maybe it's just some guy and he's living a tough life. He's trying to operate his audio description company while living on the streets, He's got 10 kids. None of them go to school. They're all under the age of 5, and they're constantly bothering him. He's trying to produce audio description. I don't know his life. He's an alcoholic, maybe, possibly, or maybe he's an insomniac. I don't know. I don't know his life, but I know he's not producing great audio descriptions. That's all I care about. So whatever your life is, dude, uh, do it better. You're the voice of the narrator is fine. I ain't got a problem with her. Uh, she's fine. You can keep her. But whoever wrote the script for this, fire them. Thank you. I don't think I've actually said that in a video before, but there's no way, having seen some of the previous stuff that Disney has done, there's no way that this was contractual obligations to Disney where they were like, we'd like it if you couldn't describe the characters. See, we described the characters in Willow and National Treasure, and then those series got canceled. So we'd really like it if we could just not describe them. We'll see what happens. Just kind of, I don't think Disney's doing that. So this is just a shitty script that somebody had to read. That's all it is. So the show is uninspired, but it could get better. I would not have rushed into camp in the first episode. I would have explained more and then had a moment, maybe ended the first episode with the teacher turning, and then taken the second episode and explained and gone the second part. But you could have used an entire episode to actually establish Percy in the real world, and you didn't. To really give him that dynamic with his mother, to really give him a dynamic with Grover. He barely talks to Grover before suddenly they're gotta put the pedal to the metal on his plot. So, that everybody's already seen. We gotta rush through the plot that everybody knows. I can't do anything different with it. God forbid. So yeah. I'm not that impressed. That don't impress me much. I really wanted to like this series. It could get better. It might get better, but if the audio description is going to continue to be like this, the audio description ain't going to get any better. So we're going to be constantly going through the series, and I'll be like, who's that? I don't know. What do they look like? I don't know. What do we know anything? Nah, I don't know anything about them. I don't know how tall they are. I don't know what color hair. I don't know what race they are. I've got nothing. No context. We're just going to keep introducing characters. Be like, oh, hey, what's up? What's up? What's up over there? You? Hey. Oh. Welcome to the series. Not going to say anything about you. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'm going to give this pilot episode of Percy Jackson and the Olympians a B. It seems a little bit higher, but I do have to say, I actually think the actors here are really good. I think they're really well cast. I enjoyed them. And if there's one takeaway from the series, is that the casting director did an exceptional job. I really enjoyed Percy. I think he'll be great. I have no idea what he looks like. None. I have no idea what Grover looks like. And, no real idea. I can't, try to paste them together in my head. Anyway. So, yeah. I'm just going to keep imagining Logan Lerman. I guess. Whatever. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Like I said, I don't know if I feel like doing the whole series, but I did want to do the pilot. It's a big enough series that people have been waiting for to talk about, and I had a lot of thoughts about the audio description, so probably not. I'm going to guess I probably don't recap this series, but considering it feels like it's just going to keep following the same story we already heard once before in series form. So, anyway, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys on the other side.